AI is under renewed scrutiny thanks to a new lawsuit. It alleges that ChatGPT had a role in a teen's recent suicide. The family of Adam Rain, a 16-year-old from San Francisco, says that he took his life in April after ChatGPT allegedly gave him a quote, step-by-step playbook on how to do so. The lawsuit claims that ChatGPT taught him how to tie a knot on a noose and also helped him to compose a suicide note as well. His father said that he 100% believes that his son would still be here if not for the technology. The lawsuit has renewed conversation about regulation around AI. I spoke to Jonathan Haidt, the author of The Anxious Generation, and he told me that if intelligent aliens landed tomorrow, we would not tell kids, why don't you run off and play with them? But that's what we've done with chatbots. When contacted about the case, OpenAI told the Post that safeguards work best in common short exchanges, but also admitted that, quote, we've learned over time that they can sometimes become less reliable in long interactions. This was a pretty notable concession on the part of OpenAI because effectively what they're saying is that in short conversations, they have good guardrails about the sorts of things that ChatGPT might say to users, but as conversations lengthen, those guardrails might weaken. Michael Kleinman of the Future of Life Institute likened this to an automaker saying that their brakes might not work after a certain amount of time. In August, 44 bipartisan attorneys general wrote an open letter to AI companies, and they said, quote, don't hurt kids. That's an easy, bright line. This is part of a growing call for legislators to get involved and to start putting some new guardrails on AI, particularly as it pertains to children, as this lawsuit is not the first of its type. The American Psychological Association also called for similar guardrails, and they're particularly concerned about kids interacting with AI as though it was a therapist or a friend that they could confide anything into. So, my take on all this is that these experts are totally right to call for new safeguards around AI with kids. But I also think that we need to be cautious not to fall prey to a super quick moral panic about this. I think there's a danger of kneecapping tech companies and American innovation, especially as China just speeds ahead with AI and potentially does not have these same moral reservations that Americans rightfully do have. But there is plenty of room for common sense regulation here, including demanding third-party audits of the protections that AI companies say that they're putting in place for kids and implementing just common sense age checks for AI. But I think most important of all is improving education around AI and the potential dangers surrounding it, not just for kids, but also for educators and perhaps most importantly, their parents.